Yo, what is up guys, my name's Hakiii and these are the most convenient places to spawn in GTA Online. We have so many different properties and so many different locations, and in this video we're gonna check out the best ones. First one being the agency. Now all of the agency locations you can own are in relatively good locations around the city, but the reason I like spawning in the agency so much, so all you do is go up to this elevator, go into exit via vehicle, and then you just have a free $2.2 million helicopter you can use, and it's a super quick way of actually getting out of the property and already having an air vehicle to use. Literally within like 5 seconds I'm out of bed and in a helicopter outside. So I think the agency is a super convenient business, and that location specifically is a pretty good one, although a lot of people like to go for this building, which is also in a very convenient location. So it's really up to you where you want to be around the city. You really can't go wrong with whichever one you pick, but I feel like this one and this one are the most popular locations to choose, and just because of that exit via vehicle option, I feel like it's an amazing place. The next place is the CEO office. That has a similar option when you go up to the assistant. Not only can you refill on snacks before you go out, but you also have a list of literally all garages you own, and you can choose any vehicle from any garage you want to head out with. So it's not only the office garages that you have to pick through, you can literally pick one from, let's say, the casino penthouse, which is really far away from here. You select whichever one and then you would actually spawn with it down at the entrance. Now you can also get some air vehicles, which is awesome. So I have the Buzzard, which is actually a weaponized helicopter, so a bit better than the Super Volatile one because it's a faster helicopter and more easy to maneuver, and also it's a weaponized helicopter with homing missiles and also a machine gun. So the Buzzard is definitely a better option, and a bunch of other really cool vehicles that for some reason most are grayed out. I'm not exactly sure why that is. If you do know why, then comment it down below. But let's go ahead and spawn up top with the Buzzard, ready to go to the next location. At first you might think spawning in the middle of the ocean isn't that great, but if you have the Sparrow helicopter as an extension to the Kosatka submarine, it's actually really worth it, because a lot of people already use the Sparrow helicopter as their go-to vehicle. So the fact that you can spawn in a property and then just take this thing out is very convenient for a lot of people, especially if you spawn near Vespucci Beach, because if you happen to spawn all the way up here, then it would take a bit of time to actually choose the fast traveling option. So it really depends where your Kosatka is actually located, but most of the time it is near Vespucci Beach, and the Sparrow helicopter is the #1 best helicopter to go around the map with. Very lightweight and quick helicopter with both countermeasures and weapons you can use. The bail office is another great location you can spawn in, and one of my personal favorites because you can actually make some really good passive income with this property as long as you actually spawn in it. So every time I would spawn inside of the bail office, I would go up to these two agents, which you can buy, press right D-pad on them, that's going to send them on some work, and when they come back in one in-game day, which is 48 minutes, that's going to generate you passive income inside of the safe. And of course you want to do it for both of those agents to make more money. If you ongoingly spawn in this place, it just gives you more of an incentive to actually press right D-pad on these guys, and that's going to make you passive money pretty freaking quick. It's an easy task to do, and you can do it on your way out, so why not? Another property I love spawning in because of the passive income is the Nightclub, and so the Nightclub is the best passive money making property in the entire game, and spawning in here does make it much easier to go and collect your wall safe income more frequently, and then you can actually up your popularity, so you keep on making $50,000 every in-game day. Reassigning a DJ fills it up half a bar, which is exactly what we need, as you can see on the bottom right, and so rebooking that DJ just maxed out our popularity. So now we can head out, do whatever else we want, and when we find a new session we can actually go and collect more money in 48 minutes. The hangar is a pretty good location to spawn in, mainly because if you have a lot of air vehicles, then you're already going to be using them since you want to get out of this property quick. Me personally, I never go and spawn here just because it's a bit far away from civilization, especially if you have your hangar in the military base instead of at the airport. The airport location is not too bad, and especially if you have something like the P996 laser right over there, then you can make it to the middle of the city very quick, and you're already in a really good vehicle, because usually if you're outside you would actually need to go into manage vehicles and then call it in, and it would spawn somewhere in the city and you would have to go pick it up. But since you're already here, you could easily go inside of it and start causing mayhem in the city of Los Santos. So really up to you, depends how much you actually like using things like jets, super fast vehicle to make it to anywhere on the map pretty much. The arcade is another amazing spot to spawn in, mainly because of all the cool features you have inside of this place. For one thing, you also have a wall safe that you make passive income with. It's not as good as the bail office and the nightclub passive income, but it's still there and you can collect, as you can see, about 30 or 50k every now and then. The main highlights come in the basement though, and this station that you can add as an extension to the arcade, you can control so many different businesses just from one place, like maxing out the popularity so you make the most money with the nightclub. It's super sick that you can do it from a whole different property. You don't actually have to go in the nightclub itself. You have some MC businesses, you have vehicle cargo, you have special CEO cargo, hangar missions, and so you can really just control a bunch of different businesses from this one, as they say, terminal, but I'm just gonna call it this. And you can also add some more cool things like a weapon workshop. So if you want to upgrade Mark II weapons like a Mark II heavy sniper or like an LMG, you can only do it in certain properties, and the arcade is one of them. You can also have that station in the basement. If you're someone that loves living the luxury life in GTA Online and you've completed pretty much everything this game has to offer, you would probably just say screw it and spawn inside of your private super yacht. There honestly isn't too many convenient things about this place besides the fact it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, this is one of the coolest looking properties in the game, but one, it's super overpriced, and two, there isn't too much to do with it. This is for people that just don't really care anymore and are just saying, let me just spawn on a nice looking luxurious property, because I mean, convenience wise, you can just get a helicopter up top to get out of here. But if I had to pick between the super yacht or a Kosatka, I would definitely choose the Kosatka to spawn on if I have a Sparrow. With that said, you still get a really nice looking super Volato. You might actually get two depending on the size yacht you have, and on top of that, you have a bunch of different boats you can take. So if you want to take a jet ski or a bigger boat to the shore, you are able to do that. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new to the channel for more awesome videos like these that you do not want to miss, and chances are if you like this video, you're gonna like the one on the screen right now. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.